Hello everyone, this is Glitch. So today is going to be a big day for me on the stream. We will see how it all goes. I am going to be playing through, well, my plan is to be playing through the storyline, the issue 7 in the Secret World, which was, whatchamacallit, A Dream to Kill. For those who are unfamiliar, it is actually a very cool story. Well, yeah, I mean, not as in main story mission, but a storyline mission that goes through this whole arc. There's betrayal, there's intrigue, there's snowmobiles, there's a lot, and there's also sabotage missions, so people can watch me screw up royally, because that's what I'm here for. To watch myself screw up royally. There we go. All distanced like. But anyway, I am noticing, looking at stuff now, that I am dropping a lot of frames and that I am buffering a lot. As such, I am not quite ready to, in my opinion, start the stream, or rather start those sets of missions. I am going to go do some random shit off on the side. And see whether or not by the time I'm done, the set of missions, my connection improves. And if my connection improves, then we'll continue onward with the mission. I suspect that means that I'm gonna have about an hour of like putzing around time, which, okay. Anyway, I also have a new mic stand. I have no idea how that is affecting me sound-wise, but it should allow me to be able to reposition myself and all of that with less like having to constantly lean forward into the mic on the table and over the keyboard. Yeah, behind the scenes stuff probably doesn't matter all that much to anyone else, but it does to me, man. All right, so let's get to doing stuff. I don't know, but actually I'm kind of into the song right now. So, yeah. What? Well, that's... There we go. I'm gonna be like, well, that's awkward. Yeah, I can see that. I haven't seen anything on my connection to indicate that I'm going to be all that like on time at the moment. I should just make a lag command at this point. You know, please reload now command for Glitchbot to just kind of get that going. Yeah. Anyway, so here we are. And what do I want to do? I'm vaguely tempted to do the event stuff, even though, which also includes doing the investigation mission, which I've already done, so like, very big thinking involved here. Pwing! So, one of the things is, if you look on my my like announcements, my feed, and yes, I'm aware that the game sound is currently off while the music is going. Once the music stops, I'm gonna put the sound back in, because I don't know, I'm just finding it very relaxing at the moment. I could, if I was really clever, do something like have that play and then put the como se dice, take the music off of the options in here, but seeing as it's not really something I want to do in general, I like the music of the game. I'm just gonna let it be like this. Besides, there's like 30 seconds left. Oh, and yeah, if anyone... Why do I not... I just do not remember that one. Like, I feel like I would have recognized or seen that one. This car. For some reason, I do not remember this car at all. And that raven's knowing me. Alright, here we go. The music's off, so... I can actually go ahead and turn the sound back on in the game. Okay. So let's go speak to Madame Roger. Oh yeah. So while my connection slowly may be resolving itself, it looks like it's trying to, but not quite. I'll go ahead and explain some of the stuff that's going on with this mission, and also, I kind of want to show something, because, like, sort of explain how to go through it. First, you actually go to Madame Roger and not just run past the driveway to her place while being vaguely distracted. That's a good first part. See? Going to see her. Hello. And let's go back to the meowling, which will have a bag of tricks and treats. So it's worthwhile. Yes, hello. Meet with Madame Roger. Hi, Madame Roger. I'm meeting with you.
Some nights exist out of time. They're not part of one season or the next. They don't belong to the living or the dead. Boundaries collapse. Mortals meet with gods, demons, ghosts, all that crap. Sacrifice, purging, divination, summoning. There are certain kinds of crazy you can't get away with on normal nights. Example. Apparently, it's the one night of the year mortals can, make love with supernatural creatures. I know. Fingers crossed, right? No, but seriously, if you know any single fawns... Obviously, I'm kidding! I mean, they don't have to be single.
Yeah, in like 5 seconds, ma'am. Let's try again. There we go.
White cat crosses the black path. His tail hangs from his mouth. His ears are in his hands. He's putting on his face? The 13 are tied by their tongues. They call him King, the god of claws. Strays all gather, extend their paws. He takes a knife.
Oh, geez.
He cuts the whiskers first, then the tail. The eyes he has to scoop out with.
I vote we skip the particulars on this one, eh? I mean, maybe if you see a name or an address or...
Doesn't work that way, Andy. Is this them?
Paunch, Friday, Dexter. Ah, geez, Dolly. It's been 20 years, you know, and I've always been thinking about him, but I never had thoughts like this. I thought maybe you could just... Or maybe if I should just... Or maybe you tell me.
Sweetie, it's hard to make out details, you know? I see so many cats right now, all crowded, scared, gathering for someone, something. Mine were there too. I mean, they were all there. Whatever this is, it's not our fault. Someone's blinding them.
Geez, I appreciate you leaving out the gruesome details. Look, I should really get back to getting out there, I guess. Don't be telling people I'm squeamish of the sort. It's just that... Geez, kittens, you know? With everything going on, folks still care about things. That's gotta count for something. Always on Halloween, eh?
Thanks for coming. I don't speak cat, but I keep seeing what they see, what they think they see. It feels cruel, calculated. Something's pulling their tails, obviously, but it's more than that. Someone's making something, stitching pieces together. Look, it's not about me having nightmares or Andy or even about Kingsmouth. It's like something's clawing at this really thick curtain. And I don't think it's supposed to come down.
Often curtains are hung for a reason, but yes. Alright, so there's the cat collar. Alright. So, ooh, best. Alright. Inspect a photo of Andy's kittens. So these are the kittens that Andy's dad drowned. Just putting that out there. Paunch, Dolly, and Friday. Right? Okay. Then you speak to Andy about his cats. Or not.
I haven't been totally honest with Andy. I mean, I've left things out about his kittens. Look, everyone knows they didn't go quietly. Well, they're not coming back quietly either.
Alright. There's my little phone call. I go talk to Andy about his cats. So yeah, feel a little weird doing the quest since I did it earlier this last week, but still seem to be having trouble with my connection, so for now at least, let's go through
Moose
this.
says it's best to talk things out. So, here I am, talking. Mom bought the kittens and Dad drowned them. That's the facts of it. I don't like speculating much, that's one step away from guessing. And the sheriff, she taught me never to guess.
Alright.
Mom's version was that Dad loved things too much. Got a bit crazy sometimes, hugged real hard. Didn't always want to let go. The morning he stuffed them in a bag and took them out to sea, he was full of too much feelings. Didn't know what to do with them. I took him down to Journey's End, out behind the bed and breakfast. It's where the journey ended. Jeez, Dad always wore these masks, you know. For the longest time, you figure you know someone. Most of the time, really, we got no idea.
Poor Andy. Pardon me. Honestly, I like this mic. Like this mic mount. Fuck off. Plonk. Wee, surreal music. And look. What the hell is going on over there? Some shit. And now, more shit. Oh no! Paunch, Friday, and Dolly. I feel bad. Kill the cat skin! It's so not their fault. Not your fault, kitty, but it's time for you to die.
The 13 are tied by their tongues. I keep hearing those words. Can you do anything with that?
Yes. So, the 13 are tied by their tongues. There is a large number of cats, is what that ultimately means. And if you've played through the main mission, or anything over in whatchamacallit, anything over in Blue Mountain, not anything, but a lot in Blue Mountain, you end up meeting Eleanor. Eleanor is she's effectively the neighborhood crazy cat lady and crazy ghost lady, which is to say that she has a large quantity of cats and also a large quantity of ghosts. You can see some of them in this picture, because this is her house, right here. Mostly the ghosts, it looks like. I think I'm only able to see like one ghost, actually. That one. I don't know what the hell this is, but I'm not sure it's actually a ghost. Seems too small. Seems more like a picture on a frame. Anyway. And yeah, that room's crowded, so yeah. That's a lot of ghosts. And that's kind of her place. So, lots of cats, lots of ghosts. How things go. Head it up. Alright, so here we are.
I always kept them outside. They did cat things. Rummaging, scratching, digging up flowers. They never bothered anyone. Certainly didn't bother me. Now, I see them digging things up, but it's not flowers. It's definitely not flowers.
Hey, look. Alright, so digging things up, huh? There's a crypt over back here. And you'd figure probably something freaky like that. We want to enter the crypt. We can't enter the crypt. Search the mansion for clues. Insofar as how to specifically find what I'm about to go get, I've got nothing. Just search the entire mansion and you would find it. I did this last week, so I'm aware that it is... The clue is upstairs. I don't apparently remember how to get upstairs, but it's there. And then here we are. So, inspect the book.
Elena Zelikovsky paved the way in this town for my line of work. I used to tell people I was her granddaughter. Whatever sells the magic snow globes, right?
Elena
Her spirit's
Zelikovsky.
always been real chatty. Maybe she knows something we don't.
Yeah. So Elena Zelikovsky, right? Now, I don't know if I have it in here. If you check the video where I was doing this in the other one, you can actually see me. For some reason, I keep hitting Y because I'm like, that's what the achievements button is, right? If I remember correctly, that's in WoW. But anyway, so in the legends for stuff, I hopefully have the ones for, I think this is, that's local history, places of interest, the Franklin Mansion. Hopefully it's in here. Margaret Delacour, there we go. So she mentions Elena Zelikovsky. So, you know, check the lore, and here it says, Elena Zelikovsky and her friend Francine Sanders. They took advantage of the house's reputation and turned into an occult hotel. Blah, blah, blah. This, Mrs. Zelikovsky's seances attracted the notorious Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, Harry Houdini, and H.P. Lovecraft. The deceased still roamed the house, trapped in the 90 degrees of every corner. Miss Zelikovsky and Miss Sanders joined them in 1957 via the expedient of a car crash. Friends, huh? Friends just living in the same house, running seances together. Friends. Now, it said the Seven Sisters. Hello, the Pleiades. Which are seven sisters mythologically and also a star. Now, the thing said, they mentioned the year of her death in this note here. Right? So, may the seven sisters keep her safe now and in the year of her death. All right? I just finished looking it up. 1957 would be the year of her death. So, wow, that was good. 1957. Enter. There we go. That just fell down. All right. Now, that part took like the most amount of time for me. For some reason, I had done a lot of funky. One of the times I did it, I spent a lot of time like trying to figure out how to calculate it through this a long time ago. The first time I did this, right? And looking at it like now, it's just like there's still 1, 2, 3, 7. No. There's nothing. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. None of those numbers will come up with 1957 that I'm aware of. If someone else is aware of it, I don't know. And so that brings up the question of like what this symbol means. All of that I truly... Oh, wait, is this like how the Pleiades looks? I want to see what the constellation looks like. Play it for free. No. Pleiadians. Pleiades. Messier 45 or M45. Ah. No. Maybe. That. But then it's like missing all the rest. So I'm just gonna go with not really. But even in here, vaguely, if you're really squinting really hard, it can look like Pleiades. I should have gone to check to see if there's like an astrological symbol, because that might have worked for that. The hell? My pet trying to scare the shit out of me. Alright. So we're doing a question you have like absolutely all of it completely in your memory. Do. Try to calm down. Even though, okay. Even though I know he's gonna attack me. Minnie Mouse. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. No. Stop it. Haha. Okay. Douche. And then, let's see. Hey, he ran back this way. I saw that. Back over here. Does it get set off again? Okay, that would have been funny. Because I would have screamed. Okay, books. Lots of them. Okay, we're starting to get some of our connection back. Could not gain an audience with the Night Member. Hogshead, surprise, object, blah, 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 phrase, first one claimed, and I am king of the cats. Unlikely, notice paw. Only the king's claws can cause the black curtain to fall. Thereupon, and once I offered preventing me from physically abusing it, remembrance of my former deed of cruelty. The animal evinced a disposition to accompany me. Stuff. I'm like 90% certain that that's an actual book, and if we actually Google, we'll find it. Household stories. Contemptible vermin thrust their whiskers to the egg intended for his dinner. He was at Krishan, the Khanat at the time, but the venom of his verse disagreeable affected King Irasan in his royal cave at Nouth in the Boyne. He, the cat, took the road and never stopped for refreshment till in the presence of full court of Krachan he seized on the pestilent poet and throwing him on his back swept eastward across the Shannon in full career. His intent was to take him home and make a sumptuous meal of him, assisted by Madame Sharptooth, his spouse, their daughter of the same name, and Roughftooth the Purr, their sons. Roughftooth and the Purr, their sons. However, as he was cantering through Clonmacnoise, St. Ciaran, who, like his Saxon brother, St. Dunstan, was a skilled worker in metal, espied him while hammering on a long, red-hot bar of iron. The saint set very small value on Shaunson as a bard, but regarded him as a baptized man. He determined to disappoint the revengeful Irasan. Rushing out of his workshop and assuming the correct attitude of a spear thrower, he launched the flaming bar, which, piercing the cat near the flank, an inch behind the helpless body of the bard, passed through and through stretched the feline king, expiring in agony, and gave the ill-conditioned poet a space for repentance. Clause confirmed. The king, but in no condition to tear the black curtain, dead by our standards, dying by mythological. Hello, ma'am. She's freaky. Pretty Egypt. Weeks after Sabra's heir, mind still wandering there, a power magnet, a gateway when the nights are thin. Beware the diggers, beware the gods. Stonehenge illustration with those notes. Hi, ma'am. Rending the veil chant, we perform the ritual in the ancient woods, wherein ancient spirits keep. We inspire Sabra's air, tear the veil beyond our sleep. We, the she, the mounds of deep. Supplier at that place, Annapurna. Time to visit Europe, where astral bodies, yes, not only in passing. Seven Stone, Winterskag, Wispwood. Oh, puh! I didn't notice that time, so yeah, they like flat out say it there. So, yes. More of this. I'm gonna travel to Blue Mountain. Okay. Connection seems to be easing up. Oh, I spoke too soon. We're back in the red. Oh, what am I doing? Be nice if it was in the main cities. Yeah, my connection just went to shit again. Less high. Alright. So. Europe. The only hub that's in Europe is here. I mean, I suppose you could go check out Transylvania, but that will not work out so well for you. Oh, so one of the things I found out, or I noticed when I first started playing, well, not first started, I found, wow, I'm talking about first started. I actually found the copy of me playing through the Meowling the first time, which was in the Secret World. That one, and so I kind of want to like do a playlist for both this version and that version, and then like kind of put them side by side. But so yeah, this see, that doesn't quite sound like the same show. So, one of the things I found in the video that I spent an inordinate amount of time getting stuck on a pole. No, an inordinate, yeah, I'm going completely the wrong way. An inordinate amount of time listening to a radio show. I've gone and forgot the name, but when they had this mission last time, there was also another one which involved the dead, and like going to these various these various locations associated with the dead, and repeatedly, like, there'd be radio shows there, like there would be a radio, and when you went towards it, you approached it, everything would get sepia, and basically, it was just really cool. And I actually spent an inordinate amount of time just listening to the radio show. Yeah. So where is the store? It's over here. Right? Now, as usual, someone's left their computer open. Password hint. Best olives ever. Now, if you look around, hey, look, olives. Right. I want to scroll in, so there we go. And if you see, it's Davy dash ES. So. There we go. Now you want to find out the blend, which is Sarrazer. Freshly picked seeds, chewed to destroy fair botatea, mixed in equal parts to calming leaves from the captain's tail, and from the maiden's watcher of the road. Now, for me, it was actually difficult to figure out the first one, except that I just kind of went and did. Every time I play this, I kind of, well, no, even the first time. Fennel has seeds. I know because I used to eat fennel seeds for, like, possibly pseudo-health reasons. Normal customers ask for leaves and stalks. Just sell them any so they won't know the difference. Their tea. For prime customers, fennel seeds should always be ordered from Maria. Also, some of these, if you go through the list, initially, they're kind of the only ones that sort of give you a clue to location, with the exception of one of them. So, that's the other way to sort of figure out. I was like, oh, except that now the locations are different. In this case, the seeds are, in, quote, the backyard below the railway, right? Okay. And, the other ones are chicory, yeah, and so House of Chalk. And you know the House of Chalk is a location here, so you go there for that one. And then Valerian, Siren's Lake, you go over to Siren's Lake, which is in Transylvania. So that's what you used to do. But as you see, now I keep a small stash on the shelf behind the register. Stash of Siren's Lake, Valerian. My theory is they wanted us to be able to access these locations regardless of level. Because the other two would have required you to be in Egypt or in Transylvania. Well, and when it was set up the other way. Now where's House of Chalk? But now the locations are all in London. Oh, right next door. Hey, Mama Bena.
You're trampling my serenity.
Right. Anyway. Root chicory, and then the third ingredient, which is currently... And the other two you can figure out actually by looking up those phrases. Those are alternate slash folk names for... I just said slash. They're like alternate or folk name kind of things for those particular herbs in question. This used to be in Egypt, and the first time I was playing it back here in the Secret World, ¿Dónde está? Not the Secret World Legends, so the first time in this one, which was last week, I had a connection for a while, and then it went away. I miss it. Right, and then locate the ritual site. That is somewhere in the Savage Coast. Yes, isn't it fancy? I'm still buffering, I see you. Annoying. I had a nice connection for a bit. It even went all green for a bit. Wow. I think it says something. I think, oh, you mean 30 frames per second on your little thing, examining it. I think I actually have to change some of the settings for my video. I was looking some stuff up, and I might need to change it, both with regards to this issue and a couple of others, because I currently have it set. Winterskag. Right, and then I went this way. Subside. Ah, yeah, here it is. When I was looking at the settings, because I was trying to figure out, oh, so for those, well, which would be pretty much everyone, I discovered that a lot of my videos are very, very long, rather very large, the size on my drive. Like, seriously, like, 25 gigs videos, and it's just no. Ah, blue flames, no. Somewhere around here. Did they take it away from me? Oh, no, it's over here. Here we go, ritual site. Oh, the kitty's so cute. Alright, put the materials into the bowl. Can't see shit. There's a thing, I just don't remember where it is. Ooh, the big shrooms. Where's the stone bowl? Dito. Okay. Somewhere around here is a stone bowl. I know it. Better where? You. Because I'm frustrated, you just have to die. Sour ground? Ew. There it is. Okay. Kitty. Go. And there we go. Enter the portal. After this, if Jack is still alive, I'm gonna go kill Jack. If a cat threw a cat at me today, I'm not fucking kidding. I don't know when or where you are right now, but I'm hoping it gives you an opportunity to finish this. The working theory is that someone's using the kitty angle to claw at something deeper. So go rend the veil, go draw the curtain, go light the ancient litter, whatever. Just put an end to this cat shit because I'm sick and tired of it. Fun fact, latest issue of Weird Nonfiction is out. Great rag if you need to wipe any excess blood. Stop the summoning ritual. Okay, now this is a straightforward fight. This used to be like kind of a party thing, but nope, it's totally soloable now. Cat speed, you black emperor. I mean like Godspeed, but with cats. Cat A. Ah, it's a KC. Nope. Just bleeding out, don't mind me. Curious. Animal ferocity. Ah, okay. Hey, look, it's me, but not. Get over there, etc. Yeah, the only one with big AoEs, sir. I'm almost entirely AoEs. Ah! Dick. Taking longer than I wanted to kill. I'm not even sure Jack is going to be dead. I mean alive by the time I'm done with this. Alright, so now I can't, and now it's back to killing you guys. Where's your friends? Come on. Deal with two of you at once. That's the joy of having a tanky build. Died. I completely wasted that. Where's the next ones? Where are the next ones? There we go. Okay, so I found you. But there's gotta be another. There it is. Cat speed, you black emperor. my god, some of them really are like missing eyes. Yeah. Are they both missing one eye? Yeah, they're missing an eye. Each are missing an eye each. Ah! Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't want to be here. Really don't want to be here. Okay. I just went and stood in that, like, There's some. Time for Kitty Samedi.
You should be minded who you get mixed with. Mama taught us well.
Or Kitty
Not
Get
all
It.
flavors are welcome. Cost to pay a price for what's needed. Loses ourselves to mix ourselves. Loses others too. You'll be looking mixed as well. Yes, indeed. See it in the belly. Excuses us. What's your taste? Never mind. Well, well, ring the bell. The taste of honey, honey. That's interesting. Thought we was done with human. Got the witch's tongue. The snake woman's teeth. Already had mama's eyes. Thought we's had it all. Had moved on to the king cat's claws. Clawed our way here. Here, we be moving on to diviner things. Now, looky here. You're not comprehending the art. Mixing in the head, you know? Not to bother. Being very mindful. Gots to be mindful. Otherwise, it gets very strange in the proportion. Really thought we was done with human. You're best to keep still for this one.
Joke's on you, I'm wearing a surgical mask. Whee! Garnet Mouser. Yay. So I see that the more I do this quest, the more Mousers I get. Nice. Also, I'm going to go first make sure that, Jack is deceased. Go after him, then go back to Madame Roger, and then, try to figure out what I'm doing with this, because we're running into a bit of a bandwidth issue. Normally it should be clearing up relatively soon, so there is that. Alright. From here. Motorcycle's just hanging out there by itself. Ah! Come on. Let's go. No? There we go. vaguely irate. Like, what's going on? Okay, go, go, go. Go, go, go. No, no, no. Yes. More shiny outfit thingies. Let's go. Whee. Yeah. Did we like just get in while it was... Oh. This is awkward. This appears to be a relatively empty instance. Wrong set of buttons. What just happened? No, give me my frames per second back. All of them. Nope. Okay, a little unfair when... a little bit unfair when that, I have two heads. When, yeah, when that's the reason. Like, I'm like, alright, stuff's going on, can't see what's going on, can't see, oh, I'm on the ground, and I'm dying. Which actually brings up the question, is our normal connection also getting wonky, or what? Good. Perfect. Stay right where you are, sir. Nope. Woo! I survived! Hello, sir. Where is... Perfect. joke was funny, stop! Alright, and then... 3. Ah. There we go. How many times do you have to kill that thing before it stays dead? That's probably what the vampires in Transylvania are saying about you. You've been to Transylvania, haven't you? Just interrupt my speech, why don't you? Again. Let's try that again. You've been to Transylvania, haven't you? Sometimes there are too many of you to keep track of. It's been a busy period in recruitment, believe me. Alright. So, 1. Garnet Mouser. I have a new Mouser. I'm gonna have like all of the cats. Cause like I also fave them and then I kind of auto summon them, so it's just gonna be cats all time. Speaking of which, get on the list. You. Also, this one, the Spectral Hound. Which I'm gonna summon because I haven't messed with that one yet. Alright, Stovepipe Red. Which is a new one. And some other stuff. I'll get into all of that in a bit. Look at my Spectral Hound. Oh, cute little puppy. It doesn't float around like the other one? Like the Spectral Kitty? Guess not. Okay. Let's talk to Madame Roger and then let's figure out what's going on with our connection. That. Yep. There's a little buffering thingy. Frustrating. Okay. Alright. Alright, little frowny face. Now we're gonna go see Madame Roger play Cupid. Also, I'm incredibly lazy. Whee! Into the wall.
And you can see the love line right here is trying to convince Andy here he needs to experiment more.
With investigating procedures and techniques and all, can't deny the evidence forever, right? Shooting straight will only get you so far in, cases. Oh, and thanks. Jeez, I don't know what you did out there, but Dolly ain't been bothering me no more. And, thank you, ma'am.
You bet, sweetie. Go get him. Never have the heart to tell him what I really see. But, I mean, I could be wrong, right? Poor kid. But hey, the visions are gone. Yay, that's something. I mean, I realize this guy is out there now, taking body parts and identities and whatever. You, by the way. Okay, this is why I'm getting cremated. What I'm hoping is, if he does something like this again, I'm hoping that his victim is, I don't know, preferably clawless. Maybe a clownfish, a butterfly. I think I could handle a butterfly. Or maybe just give me a break from animals altogether for a while.
I feel like the butterfly would just kind of be terrible considering what that can mean.
They're with you, right?
Sure. We'll go with that. I'll handle them. Alright, there we go. We had a pool going on where the hell this was leading. Add my money on you busting up Bast in Egypt. Ugh. So close. So, this guy. I'm afraid I don't have much reliable information right now. I had Cassini poke around the files of our competitors. The Templars are linking him to some voodoo woman in a wheelchair, while the Dragon are saying... I can't begin to make sense of what the Dragon are saying. Anyway, whoever he is, there's no denying the skill set. Next time he pops up, give him our card. Ciao, ciao. Because of course. Alright. Pumpkins. Grinning Gourd. Times 4. Which one's that one? Because... Oh, there it is. And... more of Crowley's Crunchies. This is a grinning gourd at your feet. Literally. It was right at my feet. Okay. Now, just in case, because I just realized, I'm pretty sure I already did. Yeah, I already got all of those. And since I don't have it in my inventory, I already dealt with that. Now, what? Why is everything this foggy? I'm just kind of getting freaked out by the fact that everything is this bloomy and foggy and bloomy. Like out of nowhere. Alright. Anyway. Very bloomy and foggy. So, there was a previous event. I don't know what it was. But it involved a radio here. And it was cool. And there was a radio show. And I still don't have a decent connection. So, okay. Here's the deal. First quest takes a bit of time. I've done it a few times on the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and actually give me a bit. Let's see something. Wow, that's way behind. I was just glancing over at my fiance's computer screen, and it's still on the Jack fight. So that's not good.